Welcome, Marie in Zone 6 with a look at the garden in October. I like to start with a free plant. That's right, people, free. AKA also known as a weed. Isn't that cute? That just appeared all of a sudden. Love it. I'm not the only one that likes the Victoria Blue Salvia. Good taste, little bug. I recently placed some mums up front, and let me show you what I mean by placed. Take a look here. Can you see the container? That's right, not planted, placed. Here is a longer view of my beautiful mums and my toasty looking hydrangeas. The Japanese viburnum has gotten even more burgundy-ish. Lovely. Behind that Japanese viburnum is my south garden. Here are some of the zinnias in my cut flower garden in the south garden. The snowdrift supertunias are starting to look a little tired, but they've worked hard all growing season. Look at some of the flower buds on the Sally Holmes rose. Just gorgeous. The silverberry supertunias by the steps don't look too tired, and I think it's because they don't get a lot of sun like the other ones do. That's my theory. After having the white so long, it's good to have a change of pace with a rich fuchsia color. In the north garden, the Alexander the Great Brunera, or Brunera, is growing slowly but surely, and it's supposed to get humongous. Here is the entrance to the west garden, which is the back garden. I've made a few changes. I must be a gardener. You know, we gardeners like to make changes. I moved my canna down yonder toward the back that I grew from seed. And of course, this is my coleus I grew from seed. It now has the entryway. And I saw a hummingbird on one of its blooms, or eating out of one of its blooms not that long ago. So just in case you're interested, hummingbirds like coleus flowers. To the left here is my deck, and below my endless summers, looking spectacular. This new set of blooms. There's the deck for perspective. Behind the coleus are the beacon and patience. I took out the supertunias. They looked really worn. The bubblegum supertunia and the snowdrift supertunia was taken out. Look at those beacon and patience. Love them. And my purple potato vine looks great, especially for this time of year. I'm hoping to collect some seeds from this canna, at least one of the blooms, eventually when it goes to seed. This canna was originally a gift from a friend, a fellow gardener. Just one plant. Thank you. Garden news flash. Mark the date, October 1st, 2024. It finally happened. Yes, I planted my arbor vitae. And these impatiens, I don't know where they came from. They just popped one day up and I went with it. And look at this pink cashmere verbena, proven winners. Look how beautiful it still is as the potato vine intermingles. Oh, it's just beautiful. The silverberry that was in here, there's a little left, but it looked tired, so most of it was taken out. La la. On the back deck, the chrysanthemums are pretty much bloomed out. There's still a few blooms left, but most of the blooms are open now. There's my easy wave. And there's the other mum for repetition on the table. My beacon impatiens in the container up here. And of course, the autumn joy sedum with its lovely color. Ooh la la. We had a really windy day not too long ago, and word of caution, when it's really windy, your pots can really dry out quickly. Keep that in mind, just like if it's really hot. And on that really windy day, my Indigo Mini Vista dried out, and so a lot of it turned brown, so I cut it back. So that's what's left. But I still think it looks delightful. Look at the leaf. Falling leaf has landed. I love autumn. Past that Indigo Mini Vista and the Licorice Splash, here's one of the fuchsia wave petunias I moved over here. The boxwoods I put in these two containers seem to be adjusting pretty well. I try to keep them watered. Coming down the steps. If you're looking for flowers or plants that look good into autumn, here's one, Beacon Impatiens. Here's another, Potato Vine. Here's another, Swedish Ivy. This is by Proven Winners. And of course, begonias. Look great going into autumn. Look at the lovely light coming back here now that I cut down that weed or bush, whatever it was. Here it is. And I've decided I'm going to let it grow back partially and then try to shape it. I'll see what happens. Heading back towards the long flower bed. The little quickfire, still looking good in October. The little lime punch, looking great. You know what I like about this little quickfire and the little lime punch is they're very sturdy. They're not floppy plants. They're not floppy hydrangeas. The Roseanne geranium is still looking spectacular, of course. There's that firelight, the oldest one in my garden. My Gatsby pink oak leaf hydrangea. And look at those tips. The burgundy is coming. Back near the hidden garden, these Shastas I think are the ones I grew this winter in the house. And past this weed, these Shastas are the ones I believe I grew winter sowing right there. And across on the other side, right there. I think those are the winter sown ones as well. My Annabelle. And I think I'm going to cut back this anise hyssop. Hopefully it hasn't seeded yet because I don't want it going everywhere. Though it's easy to pull out and to identify because it's a beautiful purple and green leaf in the early spring or late spring, whatever. The hidden garden. My crooked sign, tradition. My 20-cent at a garage sale decorations, 20 cents each. Back in this back left flower bed, here are some foxgloves. I think these are the ones I winter sowed. They've been here a while, maybe 3-4 months now, and they look pretty established. So hopefully next year they'll bloom. Consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.